To America's founding leaders, the right of suffrage was fundamental. Governments derive their powers from the consent of the governed. Yet, the quest for democracy in Washington, D.C. has never been fulfilled.
When you look at the nation's capital, you know we are very unique. We are a federal district and not a state. We're 700,000 people that pay taxes, yet we don't have 2 senators or full autonomy.
How is that possible? That people who lived in the capital, the heart of our democratic nation, and they didn't have complete civic citizenship. How could that be?
The Constitution, I think, flows with the people and with society. You know, it ages with society. But how are we aging? And that's what we really need to wrestle with.
History is important to be healthy about who we are. We have to know our own history, and I think a community and a city should know its own history to develop a stronger identity for the nation's capital.
One of the constant threads in the existence of the government of the District of Columbia is the desire by citizens to chart their own course. And it's a battle, but it shows that this is a constant refrain. We want to be in charge of our own destiny.
I'm a third-generation Washingtonian, born in a city where residents had no vote in Congress, no vote for President of the United States, paid federal taxes, and had segregation in all of its facilities and schools mandated by the Congress of the United States. Remember, there was no civil rights movement, so if you wanted to do something that helped move Black people out of their virtual apartheid state, being a lawyer seemed to make good sense. I want to welcome everyone to this historic hearing on H.R. 51, legislation that would make Washington, D.C. our nation's 51st state.
I'm not here to talk about one person, but about 702,000 Americans who deserve full representation in this House. You're too small, they say. But we're bigger by population than 2 states. And what's more, we pay more federal taxes per capita than any state. We operate our own schools. We issue driver's licenses, license plates, and birth and death certificates. The fact is, denying American citizens a vote in this body that taxes them goes against the very founding premise of this nation.
D.C. is not actually a city. D.C. is a federal district. It is under complete control of Congress. We have absolutely no United States Senate presence, and our delegate to the House of Representatives has no ability to cast a vote in any of the important matters of the day.
Washington, D.C. For many years was featured as the stepchild of the region.
One factor is that people just didn't know the city was there. They came to the mall and they saw the symbols there. They were surprised that there were churches and schools, houses there. They just never saw them.
Back in 2005, a poll found that 78% of Americans did not realize that Washingtonians did not have the same political democratic rights that they had
So that was one factor. But another was that the city was still segregated, and I have to say, it still is.